Welcome back, my amazing English learner. Have you ever wondered why some thoughts stay in your mind and control how you feel, while others disappear in seconds? What if I told you that your mind becomes what you repeat every day? Stay with me, because today you will discover how your daily thoughts and habits quietly shape your future. Before we begin, comment below, do you repeat negative thoughts about yourself? Yes or no? Chapter 1. The Hidden Power of Repetition. Your mind is always learning. Even when you are not trying, your mind is watching, listening, and repeating things again and again. Most people do not notice this. They think learning happens only when you sit with a book. They think the mind learns only when you study hard. But the truth is different. Your mind learns from everything you repeat in your daily life. It learns from the words you say to yourself. It learns from the thoughts that come into your mind. It learns from your habits. It learns from your fears. It learns from your actions. Your mind is like soft clay. Every repeated thought shapes it. Every repeated behavior touches it. Every repeated feeling changes it. Slowly, your mind begins to believe whatever you repeat often. Think about the thoughts that live inside your head. Thoughts like, I am not good enough. I cannot learn fast. I always make mistakes. These thoughts do not appear suddenly. They grow because you have repeated them many times. Maybe you repeated them quietly. Maybe you repeated them without noticing. But your mind heard them. Your mind accepted them. Your mind learned them. And now, these thoughts feel real. They feel true. They feel like facts. But they are not facts. They are only repeated beliefs. Imagine this. If you tell a child every day that they are smart, they will start believing it. If you tell a child every day that they are weak, they will believe that too. The mind does not know what is true or false. It only knows what is repeated. The more you hear something, the more your mind accepts it. This is how confidence is built. And this is how fear is built. This is how strength grows. And this is how doubt grows. The mind simply follows the pattern it receives again and again. Your thoughts are like seeds. When you repeat a thought, you water the seed. If you repeat fear, fear grows. If you repeat courage, courage grows. If you repeat, I cannot do this, your mind will believe it. But if you repeat, I will learn this, your mind will follow. Your mind does not judge you. Your mind does not fight you. Your mind listens. Your mind repeats. Your mind learns what you repeat. Many people want to improve their life. They want to learn English. They want confidence. They want better habits. They want success. But they repeat the wrong thoughts. They repeat the same fears. They repeat the same mistakes. They repeat the same excuses. And then they wonder why nothing changes. Nothing changes because their mind is learning the same old pattern every day. The mind cannot grow if you keep teaching it fear. The mind cannot become strong if you keep repeating weakness. The mind cannot believe in you if you keep repeating that you are not enough. When you repeat something often, your brain builds a strong path for that thought. This is how habits are formed. This is how beliefs are created. This is how behavior becomes automatic. You do not even have to try. Your brain will do it for you because it has learned the pattern. This is why change feels hard. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting your own old patterns. And those patterns became strong because you repeated them for a long time. You might think you are slow in learning English, but maybe you are not slow. Maybe you have repeated the belief that you are slow for years. You might think you cannot speak in front of others, but maybe your mind has repeated that fear so often that it feels true. The problem is not your ability. The problem is what you have repeated. Your mind is powerful. Your mind can learn anything. But it learns from your repetition, not from your wishes. Now imagine what can happen when you repeat the right things. Imagine repeating, I can learn, I can improve. I can speak. I can become confident. At first, these words may feel strange. They may feel untrue. They may feel weak. But if you repeat them daily, slowly your mind will accept them. And once your mind accepts them, everything begins to change. You start acting differently. You start speaking differently. You start feeling different inside. You begin trusting yourself. You begin growing. Repetition is not only about thoughts, it is also about actions. If you practice speaking English every day, even for 5 minutes, your mind will improve. If you listen to English daily, your ears will understand more. If you read a little each day, your brain will store new words. Small actions repeated daily create big changes. The problem is that many people repeat avoidance. They repeat fear. They repeat silence. They repeat giving up. And then they feel stuck. Your mind is not your enemy. Your mind is your student. And you are the teacher. Whatever you repeat, your mind will learn. If you repeat kindness toward yourself, your mind becomes peaceful. If you repeat discipline, your mind becomes strong. If you repeat positive thoughts, your mind becomes confident. If you repeat patience, your mind becomes calm. You are training your mind every single day, even when you are not aware of it. Repetition is the secret of every skill. No one becomes good at anything without repeating it. No one becomes strong without repeating practice. No one becomes fluent without repeating words. No one becomes confident without repeating brave actions. Repetition builds ability. Repetition builds courage. Repetition builds the future. Everything you want in life can grow through repetition. The question is simple. What are you repeating today? Are you repeating fear or courage? Are you repeating doubt or belief? Are you repeating excuses or effort? Are you repeating weakness or strength? Your future will grow from whatever you repeat now. This is the hidden power of repetition. It shapes your identity. It builds your habits. It guides your destiny. In the next chapter, you will see how the words you tell yourself each day slowly become your reality, and how changing your repeated thoughts can completely change your life. Chapter 2. The words you repeat become your reality. Every day you speak to yourself. You speak inside your mind even when you are silent on the outside. You tell yourself things about who you are, what you can do, and what you cannot do. These small sentences may feel simple, but they shape your life in ways you do not see. The words you repeat slowly build a story inside your mind, and this story becomes the truth you live in. Many people do not notice how often they speak negative words to themselves. They repeat thoughts like, I am not smart enough. I am always slow. I cannot speak well. I will make a mistake. Others will judge me. These thoughts repeat again and again until they feel normal. When something feels normal, the mind accepts it without any question. This is how your repeated words become your reality. Think about a moment when someone praised you. Maybe they said you speak well. Maybe they said you are improving. Maybe they said you are doing great. In that moment, you felt happy. You felt strong. You felt hopeful. But sometimes that feeling lasts only for a short time. Why? Because the positive words are not repeated enough. They enter your mind and stay for a moment. But then your old repeated thoughts return. The ones you have said to yourself for many years. The ones your mind already believes. This is why positive words feel weak at first. Your mind has heard negative sentences more often, so the negative ones feel more real. Your mind does not choose which words are true. It only follows what you repeat often. If you repeat, I cannot speak English, your mind will believe it. If you repeat, I can learn, your mind will believe that too. You become what you tell yourself each day. These repeated sentences build your confidence or destroy it. They build your courage or take it away. They build your hope or break it. You are the one who decides which words grow inside your mind. Many people worry about speaking English. They feel nervous. They feel afraid. They feel unprepared. They think mistakes are bad. They think others will laugh at them. These thoughts did not come from nowhere. They grew because they were repeated. Maybe you repeated them many times when you were young. Maybe someone else repeated them to you. Maybe you repeated them without noticing as you grew older. But every repetition made them stronger. And now they feel like truth. Imagine if you repeated different words. Imagine saying to yourself, every day I am learning, I am growing, I am improving, I am trying, I am stronger today. These words may sound simple, but your mind listens. And when your mind listens, your life begins to change. When you repeat positive words every day, they begin to open new doors inside you. They make you try more. They make you practice more. They make you speak more. They make you believe in your ability. Your words create feelings. Your feelings create actions. Your actions create results, and your results create your future. Everything starts with the words you repeat. If you repeat words of fear, you will feel fear. If you repeat words of strength, you will feel strength. If you repeat words of doubt, you will stop trying. If you repeat words of courage, you will take bold steps. The words you repeat lead your life in a direction. You decide the direction every day by what you say to yourself. There is a simple truth. Your mind loves repetition. Your mind trusts repetition. Your mind follows repetition. If you repeat something every day, your mind begins to believe it. This is why people who speak confidently are not always the smartest. They are the ones who repeat positive thoughts. They are the ones who repeat brave actions. They tell themselves they can do it. And because they repeat it daily, their mind believes it and helps them move forward. You can do the same. You can train your mind through repeated positive words. You can break old beliefs through repeated new thoughts. You can build a stronger identity through repeated small actions. The key is to be patient. The mind does not change in one day. It changes one repetition at a time. Every time you say something positive to yourself, you are planting a seed. And when you water the seed daily, it grows into strength. Think about how children learn to speak. They repeat words again and again. They say the same sounds many times. They listen to the same sentences daily, and slowly they begin to understand. Then they begin to speak. They do not learn in one day. They learn through repetition. In the same way, you can learn any skill. You can learn English. You can learn English. You can learn confidence. You can learn courage. You can learn focus. You can learn discipline. All through simple repetition. Your repeated words should help you, not hurt you. They should lift you, not push you down. You deserve to speak kindly to yourself. You deserve to support yourself. You deserve to trust your own ability. You deserve to feel proud of your efforts. You deserve to grow without fear. You deserve to believe in your future. And the way to do this is to repeat words that build you. The words you say to yourself today will decide the person you become tomorrow. You do not need perfect words. You do not need complex thoughts. You do not need long sentences. You only need simple words repeated with faith. Words like, I will learn. I am improving. I am trying. I am strong. I can grow. These words can change your energy. They can change your actions. They can change your life. In the next chapter, you will learn how repetition creates habits inside your brain and how these habits shape your future automatically, even when you are not aware of them. Chapter 3: How Repetition Turns into Habit. Your life is shaped by the habits you follow every day. You may not notice it, but the small things you do again and again create who you become over time. A habit is not something you are born with A habit is something your mind builds through repetition. When you repeat an action or a thought many times, your brain creates a path for it. When the path becomes strong, the action becomes automatic. This is what a habit is. A habit is the mind choosing a familiar path that you repeated many times before. Think about simple habits like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes. You do not think about these actions anymore. Your body just knows what to do. But this was not always the case. When you were small, these actions were not easy. You had to learn them, you had to repeat them, you had to practice them. At first, you made mistakes. You were slow. You felt unsure. But with repetition, your mind learned the pattern. Now the habit feels natural. This is the power of repetition. It turns effort into ease. It turns confusion into clarity. It turns fear into comfort. The same rule applies to any skill, any goal, or any dream you want to achieve. If you repeat actions that help you grow, your mind will build habits that make growth automatic. If you repeat actions that block you, your mind will build habits that hold you back. The mind does not decide which habits are good or bad. It only learns what you repeat. This is why it is so important to pay attention to your repeated actions. Even small actions repeated daily become powerful. Many people think they have no discipline. They think they cannot stay consistent. They think they lose motivation easily. But often the real problem is not discipline. The real problem is their repeated habits. They repeat scrolling on their phone. They repeat avoiding difficult tasks. They repeat telling themselves they are tired. They repeat skipping practice. They repeat giving up quickly, and these repeated actions create habits that control their life without them noticing. Your brain always looks for familiar patterns. It chooses the easy path, and the easy path is the one you repeat most often. If you repeat laziness every day, laziness becomes the automatic choice. If you repeat fear, fear becomes familiar. If you repeat silence, speaking becomes difficult. If you repeat quitting, your brain will quit faster next time. This is why change feels hard. You are not just changing actions. You are changing the old paths in your mind. But there is good news. Just as negative habits are created through repetition, positive habits can be created the same way. You can build new paths in your mind. You can build habits that support your goals. You can build habits that make you stronger. You can build habits that bring success. You only need to repeat the right actions long enough. Think about learning English. Many learners feel stuck not because they are bad at English, but because they repeat habits that do not help them. They repeat silence. They repeat avoiding speaking. They repeat fear of mistakes. They repeat thinking too much. These habits grow stronger each day. But imagine repeating new habits. Imagine repeating listening to English daily. Imagine repeating speaking a few sentences every day. Imagine repeating reading small texts. Imagine repeating writing simple lines. Over time, these actions become easy. They become natural. They become part of your life. They become habits. Your habits decide your results. This is why two people with the same goal can have very different outcomes. One person repeats helpful actions every day. The other repeats actions that hold them back. The difference is not talent. The difference is habit. When your habits support your dream, you grow faster than you ever imagined. Your mind builds habits slowly, one repetition at a time. At first, you will feel uncomfortable. At first, you will feel unsure. At first, you will want to stop. This is normal. Your brain is trying to protect the old path. But if you stay consistent, even in small steps, the new path becomes stronger and the old one begins to fade. This is how change happens. Slowly, quietly, repetition by repetition. You do not need to do everything at once. You only need to repeat small actions every day. Small actions become big habits. Big habits create a new life. If you want confidence, repeat confident actions. If you want discipline, repeat disciplined actions. If you want fluency, repeat speaking and listening. If you want peace, repeat calm thoughts. If you want success, repeat small productive steps. Repetition works like a teacher that never stops. Every day it teaches your mind something. Every day it shapes the way you think and act. You get to choose what repetition teaches you. You can choose actions that lift you up. You can choose thoughts that support your future. You can choose habits that help you grow. You have more control than you think. You are not controlled by your past habits. You create new ones. Sometimes people wait for motivation to start a new habit. But motivation is not reliable. Motivation comes and goes. Habits stay. This is why repetition is more powerful than motivation. If you repeat something long enough, you will do it even when you do not feel motivated. This is how strong habits are built. Repetition creates consistency. Consistency creates progress. Progress creates confidence, and confidence creates results. You can begin with something very small. You can promise yourself 5 minutes of practice each day. You can look at a few new words. You can speak 2 sentences. You can read 1 paragraph. It does not matter how small the action is. What matters is the repetition. Your mind only needs a signal that you are practicing. Over time, it will build a habit that supports your learning. In the next chapter, you will learn why your repeated thoughts can change the way your brain works and how you can use this power to shape a stronger, smarter, and more confident version of yourself. Chapter 4. How your repeated thoughts shape your brain. Your brain is always changing. Many people believe the brain stays the same forever, but that is not true. Your brain is like a living garden. It grows new connections every day. It removes old ones. It strengthens some paths. It weakens others. The shape of your brain is not fixed. It is shaped by what you think about again and again. Every repeated thought sends a message to your brain. Every message creates a small change. These small changes build your mind over time. When you repeat a thought, your brain builds a connection for that thought. If you repeat the same thought many times, the connection becomes stronger. After some time, the brain starts sending signals through that path automatically. This is why repeated thoughts feel more natural. They feel more true. They feel more real. But they are real only because you repeated them so often. Think about a path in a forest. When no one walks on it, the path becomes weak. Grass grows over it, leaves cover it. But when many people walk on the same path every day, it becomes clear. It becomes strong. It becomes the main way to move through the forest. Your thoughts work the same way. Repeated thoughts create strong paths. Unused thoughts slowly disappear. This is how your brain decides what feels normal to you. If you repeat, "I cannot learn," the brain builds a path that supports that belief. If you repeat, "I am improving," the brain builds a path for that too. If you repeat, "I am scared to speak," your brain strengthens the fear path. If you repeat, "I will try," your brain strengthens the courage path. Whatever you repeat becomes easier for your brain. This is why negative thinking becomes a habit. But positive thinking can also become a habit. If you repeat it enough times, your brain does not judge you. It does not argue with you. It only follows your repeated thoughts. If you tell yourself something every day, the brain accepts it as truth. Many people think their thoughts are natural, but most thoughts are learned. You learn them through repetition. You learn them from experiences. You learn them from other people. You learn them from your environment. and now your brain repeats them without your permission. This is why awareness is important. When you notice what you think, you can decide what to repeat and what to stop. You have the power to change the paths inside your brain. You are not stuck with old thoughts. You can choose new ones. You can teach your brain a new way to think. You can shape your brain in a new direction. Think about learning English. When you repeat a new word, your brain builds a new connection. When you repeat the same word many times, the connection becomes stronger. Soon the word becomes easy to remember. Soon your brain can use it without effort. This is how fluency is built. Fluency is not magic. Fluency is repeated practice that becomes automatic inside your brain. The same process happens with confidence. If you repeat brave actions, your brain builds a path of confidence. If you speak even when you feel nervous, your brain learns courage. If you try, even when you are unsure, your brain learns strength. If you move forward even when you fear mistakes, your brain learns resilience. Confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence is something your brain learns through repeated brave actions. Many people do not realize how powerful their thoughts are. They think a thought is just a thought, but a thought is a message. A thought is a seed. A thought is a signal to your brain. And when a thought is repeated often, it grows into a belief. Beliefs guide your life. Beliefs shape your identity. Beliefs decide what you try, what you avoid, and how far you go. All beliefs begin as repeated thoughts. This means you can build new beliefs by repeating new thoughts. You can teach your brain that you are capable. You can teach your brain that you are growing. You can teach your brain that you are improving. You can teach your brain that you can speak. You can teach your brain that you deserve success. But you must repeat these thoughts often. Not once, not twice. Many times. Enough times that your brain begins to trust them. Your brain becomes whatever you feed it. If you feed it fear, fear becomes strong. If you feed it courage, courage becomes strong. If you feed it doubt, doubt becomes loud. If you feed it belief, belief becomes real. You are in control of what you tell your brain. You are in control of what you repeat. You are in control of who you become. This process is called shaping the mind. Every great learner understands this. Every confident speaker has shaped their brain. Every strong person has trained their thoughts. Every successful person has repeated beliefs that support their growth. Nothing happens by accident. Everything happens through repetition. The mind grows in the direction you guide it. You do not need perfect thinking. You do not need perfect words. You only need repetition. Repetition turns small thoughts into strong beliefs. Repetition teaches your brain what to focus on. Repetition creates new rules inside you. Repetition builds the person you wish to become. So when you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, do not be angry with yourself. Simply replace the thought with something helpful. Repeat something positive instead. Repeat something strong. Repeat something that supports your growth. Slowly your brain will learn. Slowly your brain will shift. Slowly the old thoughts will weaken. Slowly the new ones will take control. This is the power of the human mind. It can change at any age. It can learn at any time. It can become stronger with practice. Your brain is your greatest tool, and repetition is the key that unlocks its power. In the next chapter, you will learn how your daily environment, the people you interact with, and the content you consume also shape your repeated thoughts and influence the way your brain grows. Chapter 5: Building New Mental Patterns. Your mind is always ready to learn. Every day, it watches what you do and what you think. It does not care if the thought is positive or negative. It only notices what is repeated. The good news is that you can teach your mind new patterns. You can choose which thoughts to repeat. You can choose which actions to repeat. You can guide your brain to create new habits and stronger beliefs. This is the secret of building new mental patterns. Your brain is like soft clay. You shape it through what you repeat. You shape it through what you practice. You shape it through what you focus on. Every small repetition adds up over time. Many people want change. They want confidence. They want better skills. They want to learn English. They want success. But they continue repeating old habits and old thoughts. They repeat fear. They repeat doubts. They repeat mistakes. They repeat excuses. Their brain is trained to follow these paths. This is why change feels difficult. It is not impossible. It is not slow because you are weak. It is slow because your brain has learned a different pattern over time. Old paths are stronger. They feel comfortable. They feel natural. But you can build new paths that feel natural too. You only need repetition. Imagine planting a small seed. At first it is weak. At first it seems like nothing is happening. But if you water it daily, the seed grows. Slowly, the roots strengthen. Slowly, the stem rises. Slowly, leaves appear. The same principle works in your mind. Every positive thought you repeat is like watering a seed. Every helpful action you repeat is like giving sunlight to that seed. Slowly, the new pattern grows. Slowly, the new habit becomes stronger. Slowly, the new belief becomes true for you. You are planting a new pattern every day through your repeated actions and thoughts. The first step is awareness. Notice the thoughts you repeat. Notice the words you tell yourself. Notice your daily habits. Are they helping you grow or holding you back? Awareness does not judge. Awareness only sees. Once you see what is being repeated, you can start changing it. You can stop repeating thoughts that hurt you. You can stop repeating actions that hold you back. You can replace them with thoughts and actions that lift you up. This is how new mental patterns begin. Repetition is the bridge between your current self and the self you wish to become. It is not magic. It is consistent practice. You do not need to force huge changes. You only need small changes, repeated every day. Speak kindly to yourself. Repeat positive sentences. Repeat small efforts. Repeat actions that help you grow. Over time, these repetitions build a strong path in your brain. Slowly, the new pattern becomes automatic. Your brain begins to follow it without thinking. This is how transformation happens naturally. Learning English is a perfect example. If you repeat new words every day, your brain begins to remember them. If you repeat speaking a few sentences every day, your mouth and brain learn the rhythm of the language. If you repeat listening every day, your ears begin to recognize the sounds. Small, repeated actions build a new mental pattern. Slowly, your mind begins to work like a fluent speaker's mind. The same principle applies to confidence, focus, discipline, and courage. Repetition builds the pattern, and the pattern builds the person. When you start building new mental patterns, you may face resistance. Your mind may feel uncomfortable. You may feel fear or doubt. You may wonder if you are doing it correctly. This is normal. Your brain is protecting old paths that feel familiar. The old habits may fight the new ones. But do not be discouraged. Keep repeating the new thoughts and actions. Keep practicing even when it feels strange. Slowly, your brain accepts the new pattern. Slowly, the old paths weaken. Slowly, your new habits become your natural way of thinking and acting. Growth does not happen in one day. Change does not happen instantly. But every small effort you repeat matters. Every kind word you tell yourself matters. Every brave action you repeat matters. Your brain is listening. Your mind is learning. Your life is being shaped by what you repeat today. Small repeated actions are more powerful than rare big efforts. They are the foundation of long-lasting change. Support yourself during this process. Surround yourself with positive influences. Read books that inspire you. Listen to voices that encourage you. Watch content that motivates you. Avoid repeating negative patterns from your environment. What you see and hear every day also becomes a repeated pattern in your mind. Protect your mental space. Fill it with actions and thoughts that build your new patterns. This will make repetition easier and stronger. Celebrate small progress. Every time you replace a negative thought with a positive one, you are creating a new mental path. Every time you repeat a helpful action, you are strengthening a new habit. Your mind notices. Your brain grows. Your confidence rises. Do not ignore the small wins. They are the building blocks of your new self. Slowly, you will feel the changes. Slowly, you will notice the new patterns becoming natural. Slowly, you will become a stronger version of yourself. In the next chapter, you will learn how repetition in your daily practice, especially in learning English, can strengthen your skills faster than you ever imagined. You will see how repeated effort builds fluency and confidence step by step. Chapter 6. Repetition is the heart of learning English. Learning English is not about luck. It is not about intelligence or talent. It is about repetition. Every time you repeat a word, a sentence, or a sound, your mind grows stronger. Your brain learns to remember. Your mouth learns to pronounce. Your ears learn to understand. This is the natural way the brain learns any language. Many students feel frustrated because they try to learn too much at once. They study a lot for a short time and then stop. They expect quick results. But the brain does not work like that. The brain works slowly. The brain works through repeated exposure. The brain works through daily practice. Small, repeated efforts create lasting results. Think about how children learn their first language. They do not memorize grammar rules or read complex books. They listen every day. They repeat words every day. They speak simple sentences every day. They make mistakes. They try again. Slowly, their brain builds connections. Slowly, their speech becomes fluent. Slowly, they learn to understand and communicate. The process is simple, but it requires repetition. The same principle applies when you learn English as a second language. Repetition is the heart of learning. Many English learners make the mistake of avoiding repetition. They feel bored. They feel impatient. They want fast results. They try to learn many words at once and forget them. They try to read long texts in one day and feel discouraged. They think repetition is too slow. But repetition is not slow. Repetition is powerful. Repetition makes the mind remember naturally. Repetition builds confidence. Repetition creates automatic skills. When you repeat, your brain accepts the information as normal. The information becomes part of you. You do not need to force it. You do not need to memorize it with stress. Your brain already knows it because you repeated it. Speaking English is the perfect example. At first, speaking may feel hard. You may feel nervous. You may make mistakes. Your brain has not learned the sounds and rhythm yet. But if you repeat short sentences every day, slowly your mouth and mind adjust. Slowly, mistakes decrease. Slowly, speaking feels natural. Slowly, confidence grows. The key is daily repetition, even if it is only a few minutes each day. Consistency is more important than long hours once in a while. Listening is also learned through repetition. When you hear words repeatedly, your brain begins to recognize them. When you hear sentences repeatedly, your brain begins to understand the meaning naturally. Watching English videos, listening to simple conversations, repeating phrases aloud. These actions strengthen your listening skills. Your brain is building paths that help you understand quickly. The more you repeat, the easier it becomes. Listening becomes natural. Understanding becomes fast. Confidence grows. Reading is learned through repetition, too. Start with small sentences. Read them every day. Repeat reading aloud if possible. The words will become familiar. The sentence structures will become familiar. Slowly, your mind will understand more without thinking. Slowly, reading becomes easier. Slowly, learning becomes joyful. Repetition makes your brain comfortable with the language. It reduces fear. It increases understanding. It builds fluency. Writing is no different. At first, writing may feel slow. You may forget words. You may make grammar mistakes. But if you write small sentences every day, your brain begins to remember vocabulary. Your mind begins to remember sentence structure. Your brain begins to correct mistakes naturally. Repetition builds skill. Repetition builds confidence. Repetition makes writing easier over time. Small, consistent actions lead to big improvement. Many students repeat negative habits without noticing. They avoid speaking, they avoid reading, they avoid listening. They think avoiding mistakes will make them safe. But this repetition of avoidance strengthens fear. It weakens progress. It stops confidence. To improve, you must repeat actions that help you, even if they feel uncomfortable at first. Repetition of good actions builds skill. Repetition of positive practice builds confidence. Repetition of effort builds results. The mind also remembers repeated emotions. When you feel happy practicing English, your mind associates learning with joy. When you feel proud of small progress, your brain builds positive connections. This is why celebrating small wins is important. Each small success repeated strengthens your mind and creates a positive mental pattern. Repetition works not only on skills but on feelings too. Your mind learns to feel confident when it sees repeated effort. Your mind learns to feel capable when it sees repeated growth. The most important thing to remember is this: repetition is not boring. Repetition is not useless. Repetition is not slow. Repetition is the bridge between your current ability and your desired skill. Each repetition strengthens your brain. Each repetition builds automaticity. Each repetition brings fluency. Each repetition creates results that last. Your future English skills depend on the patterns you repeat today. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait for inspiration. Do not wait for motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but repetition is consistent. Motivation is temporary, but repetition builds skill for life. Choose small actions you can repeat daily. Speak 2 sentences every day. Listen to a short audio every day. Read 1 paragraph every day. Write a simple sentence every day. Repeat these actions consistently. Your brain will grow. Your skills will improve. Your confidence will rise. Your mind will learn naturally. Your English will improve steadily. Narratus, in the next chapter, you will learn why consistency matters more than speed. You will see how repeating small actions every day builds strong habits that last. You will understand that slow progress is not failure. Slow repetition creates real mastery. Chapter 7: Strength comes from consistency, not speed. Many people want quick results. They want to speak English fluently in a few weeks. They want instant confidence. They want fast success. But this is not how growth works. Real progress comes from consistency, not speed. Doing small things regularly is more powerful than doing a lot once in a while. The brain learns best when it repeats actions often. Repetition is slow, but it is steady. Repetition builds strength. Repetition builds skills. Repetition builds confidence. Speed may feel exciting at first, but it is inconsistent. Consistency creates results that last. Think about a river cutting through a rock. At first, the rock seems impossible to move. The water is soft and weak. But day by day, year by year, the water flows steadily. Slowly, the rock changes shape. Slowly, the river carves a path. The water is consistent, not fast. The rock does not resist forever. The small, repeated force eventually creates a strong result. Your mind works the same way. Small, repeated efforts, done every day, create long-lasting changes. Consistency is more important than doing a lot once. Repeating small actions builds strong mental and physical patterns. Learning English is exactly like this. You do not need to study for 10 hours in one day. You do not need to memorize hundreds of words at once. You do not need to speak in perfect sentences immediately. What matters is that you repeat small actions daily. Speak a few sentences. Listen to a short audio. Read a paragraph. Write a small line. Repeat these actions every day. Over time, your skills will grow. Over time, your confidence will grow. Over time, your brain will adjust. Slow, consistent repetition is more powerful than speed or intensity. Many learners compare themselves to others. They feel behind. They feel slow. They feel discouraged. They see someone speaking fluently and wonder why they are not there yet. This comparison is natural, but it is harmful. Everyone has a different journey. Everyone learns at a different pace. What matters is not speed. What matters is consistency. Repeating positive actions daily builds mastery. Your progress may feel small at first, but it is real. The brain remembers repeated actions. Every day you practice, every day you try, you are moving forward. Consistency always wins in the long run. Consistency is not just about action, it is also about mindset. When you commit to daily repetition, your mind learns patience. Your mind learns discipline. Your mind learns focus. These qualities grow stronger through repeated effort. When you are consistent, you train your brain to trust your actions. You train your brain to follow the new patterns you are creating. You train your brain to believe in your growth. This is why consistent small efforts often lead to bigger results than large. In consistent efforts, repetition shapes not only skill, but character. Sometimes people feel discouraged because they do not see immediate results. They think their efforts are wasted. They feel impatient. This is natural. Change is quiet at first. The brain is building new paths. The mind is adjusting to new patterns. You may not notice progress immediately, but it is happening. Small, repeated actions accumulate. They create strength. They create fluency. They create confidence. Every time you repeat a helpful action, your mind records it. Every time you repeat a positive thought, your brain strengthens it. The results appear gradually, but they appear for life. Consistency also helps overcome fear and doubt. At first, speaking English may feel scary. At first, making mistakes may feel embarrassing. At first, reading or writing may feel hard. But repeating these actions daily teaches your brain that mistakes are okay. Your mind learns that effort is safe. Your brain builds resilience. Slowly, fear fades. Slowly, confidence grows. Slowly, repetition builds a stronger version of you. You cannot rush this process. You can only repeat every day until it becomes natural. This is the power of consistent repetition. You do not need perfection. You do not need long hours. You do not need extreme speed. You only need small, repeated efforts. Speak a little every day. Listen a little every day. Read a little every day. Write a little every day. Repeat daily. Repeat consistently. Slowly, these actions become automatic. Slowly, your brain builds the skill without forcing it. Slowly, you feel confident and capable. Small, repeated actions are the secret to mastering anything. Celebrating small steps is important too. Every day you repeat a helpful action, you are creating success. Every day you repeat a positive thought, you are strengthening belief. Your mind notices, your brain remembers, your heart feels encouraged. These small wins motivate you to continue. They keep you consistent. They build momentum. Consistency and repetition together create unstoppable growth. Remember, slow progress is not failure. Small steps every day add up to large results over time. Speed may feel exciting, but it is temporary. Consistency builds lasting strength. Repetition is the key to mastering English, building confidence, and growing your skills. Your journey is unique. Your pace is perfect. Keep repeating, keep practicing, keep moving forward. Consistency will lead you to success. In the next chapter, you will learn how repeated actions and thoughts create confidence naturally. You will see that confidence is not something you are born with. Confidence grows through small, repeated efforts over time. Chapter 8: How Repetition Builds Confidence. Confidence is not something you are born with. Many people think that confident people are lucky or naturally talented. But confidence is a skill. Confidence is a habit. Confidence grows slowly through repeated actions and repeated thoughts. Every time you try something new, even if you fail, your mind learns. Every time you speak, even if it is not perfect, your brain records the effort. Every small step repeated strengthens your belief in yourself. This is how confidence is built. Confidence is not magic. It is repetition and action. Think about learning English. At first, speaking may feel scary. Listening may feel hard. Reading may feel slow. Writing may feel challenging. You may doubt yourself. You may think you cannot do it. These thoughts are natural. But what you do next is important. Each time you repeat a small action, your brain learns. Each time you speak even one sentence, your mind records progress. Each time you listen to English, your brain strengthens connections. Each time you read a small paragraph, your mind grows stronger. Slowly, your actions teach your brain that you are capable. Repetition also changes how you feel about yourself. When you repeat positive words to yourself, your mind begins to trust them. Say, "I can do this." Say, "I am improving." Say, "I am learning." Repeat these sentences daily. At first, they may feel strange. At first, they may feel untrue, but repetition is stronger than doubt. Slowly, your brain starts to believe these words. Slowly, your feelings follow your repeated thoughts. Slowly, confidence grows naturally. Confidence is the result of repeated small efforts and repeated positive beliefs. Every attempt matters. Even mistakes are part of repetition. Mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are practice. When you repeat trying, your brain begins to understand patterns. Your mind learns what works and what does not. Your mind becomes stronger. Your brain becomes faster. Your actions become more confident. Every repetition, even with mistakes, is a step toward growth. Repetition teaches your mind that effort is safe. Repetition teaches your mind that trying is normal. Repetition teaches your mind that you are capable. Consistency is essential for confidence. One day of effort is not enough. One speech, one practice, one paragraph does not build lasting belief. Confidence grows when repetition is steady. Daily practice, small steps, repeated every day, build automatic skill. Your brain begins to trust your actions. Your mind begins to trust your abilities. Your heart begins to feel proud of your effort. Slowly, you stop doubting yourself. Slowly, fear becomes smaller. Slowly, confidence becomes natural. Repetition also trains your emotions. Confidence is not only about skills, it is also about feelings. Every time you speak English, your mind records the experience. Every time you repeat an action successfully, your brain releases positive signals. You begin associating effort with success. Your mind begins to expect progress. Your heart begins to feel pride. This is why repeated actions create confidence more effectively than motivation alone. Motivation comes and goes, but repetition builds lasting belief. Many people give up because they focus only on results. They expect instant confidence. They compare themselves to others. They feel behind. They feel weak. But confidence is not about speed. Confidence is about repetition. Confidence is about consistent, small effort over time. Your journey is unique. Your pace is perfect. Small, repeated steps, done daily, build strong, lasting confidence that no one can take away. Confidence grows quietly, without rush, through repeated practice. You can start with very small steps. Speak one sentence today, speak two sentences tomorrow. Listen to one short audio clip daily. Read a small paragraph each day. Write one line daily. Repeat these actions consistently. Your mind will begin to accept these efforts. Your brain will grow. Your confidence will rise naturally. Even small repeated efforts create powerful results over time. Confidence is the reward of steady repetition. Celebrate small wins. Every small achievement, repeated daily, strengthens your belief. Every repeated effort proves to your mind that you are capable. Every repetition adds power to your confidence. Your mind records progress. Your heart feels encouragement. Your brain builds new paths for success. Small wins repeated create unstoppable growth. Confidence is built in tiny, repeated moments that add up to big change. Repetition transforms fear into courage and doubt into certainty. The key is to keep going. Confidence grows quietly. It grows slowly. It grows through repeated effort, repeated thoughts, and repeated actions. It is built one day at a time, one repetition at a time. Your mind is always learning. Your brain is always growing. You are shaping your future self with every repeated step. Repetition is the most powerful tool you have. Confidence is the natural result of repeated actions and repeated positive beliefs. In the next chapter, you will see how all the lessons about repetition, habits, thoughts, and consistency come together to shape your future. You will learn that what you repeat today decides the person you become tomorrow. You will be ready to create your best self, step by step, day by day. Chapter 9. Your future is shaped by what you repeat. Everything we have learned so far comes together in this chapter. Your mind, your habits, your thoughts, and your confidence are all shaped by repetition. The actions you repeat every day, the words you repeat in your mind, and the habits you maintain slowly build the person you are becoming. The future you imagine is not something distant or impossible. Your future is created every day, one repetition at a time. Every small action matters. Every repeated thought counts. Every tiny step builds the foundation of your success and growth. Your mind does not wait for perfect conditions. It only responds to what you feed it consistently. Think about your daily life. Every morning you wake up, you repeat routines. You repeat actions without even thinking. These repeated actions build habits. Some habits help you grow. Some habits hold you back. The same is true for your mind. Your thoughts, repeated daily, create mental patterns. Your beliefs, repeated daily, shape your identity. If you repeat positive thoughts, you build strength. If you repeat helpful actions, you build skills. If you repeat courage, you build confidence. Repetition is the silent architect of your life. It works quietly, but it works powerfully. Imagine a student learning English. At first, they may struggle. Speaking may feel difficult. Listening may feel slow. Writing may feel challenging. But if they repeat small actions daily, their brain begins to build strong connections. Their vocabulary grows. Their confidence rises. Their fluency improves. Small repeated efforts create results that last. Repetition transforms uncertainty into skill. Repetition transforms fear into courage. Repetition transforms effort into mastery. The key is to be consistent and patient. Many people give up too early. They feel impatient. They compare themselves to others. They focus on speed rather than consistency. They believe they are behind. But progress is not a race. Growth is not measured by how fast you are compared to others. Growth is measured by how consistent you are with your repetitions. The small steps you repeat daily are more powerful than rare big actions. Your journey is unique. Your pace is perfect. Trust the process of repetition. Trust the power of steady effort. Repetition also teaches resilience. Life will challenge you. You will face difficulties. You will make mistakes. You will feel fear and doubt. But if you repeat helpful actions consistently, your mind learns to stay strong. Your brain learns that challenges can be overcome. Your habits support you. Your confidence grows. Slowly, you develop the courage to keep moving forward, even when it is difficult. Repetition builds not only skill, but character. It teaches your mind and heart to trust themselves. The words you repeat are just as important as your actions. Every positive sentence you say to yourself strengthens your beliefs. Every encouraging thought repeated daily builds your confidence. Every sentence of, I can do this, I am improving, I am learning, I am capable, I am growing, trains your brain to trust your abilities. Over time, these repeated words replace fear with courage, doubt with belief, and weakness with strength. Repetition shapes both your skills and your self-image. Consistency, small daily efforts, repeated thoughts, and positive words come together to shape your future. Every choice you make today matters. Every repetition you practice today creates a stronger you tomorrow. Your future self is built from what you do today. The habits you maintain, the thoughts you repeat, and the actions you take are the bricks that build the foundation of your life. You are designing your future through repetition, even when you do not see immediate results. Now is the time to take control. Choose what you want your mind to learn. Choose the habits you want to build. Choose the thoughts you want to repeat. Start small. Repeat daily. Be consistent. Celebrate small wins. Each repetition is a step toward your best self. Do not rush. Do not give up. Do not fear mistakes. Your mind is learning. Your brain is growing. Your confidence is rising. The future you dream of is created by the repeated actions and thoughts you cultivate today. Remember, repetition is not boring. Repetition is powerful. Repetition is the key to mastery, growth, and confidence. Your small daily actions matter more than you realize. Your repeated thoughts shape your reality. Your consistent habits create your identity. Your positive words build your confidence. The person you become tomorrow is the result of what you repeat today. Your journey is unique, and your growth is unstoppable when you harness the power of repetition. So take action. Start repeating the thoughts, actions, and habits that support your growth. Start speaking a little more every day. Start listening a little more every day. Start reading and writing a little every day. Repeat encouraging words to yourself. Repeat effort and practice consistently. Trust the process. Trust your pace. Trust the power of repetition. Your mind is learning. Your skills are growing. Your confidence is rising. Your future is being created. One repetition at a time. If you are ready to embrace this power, start today. Remember to celebrate every small win. Keep repeating, keep practicing, keep believing. Your future self will thank you. Repetition is your superpower, and the life you desire is waiting for you to create it one step at a time. Your journey is unique. Your mind is powerful, and what you repeat today shapes everything you become tomorrow. Before you go, comment below which positive action or thought will you start repeating today. Share it with us. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Your journey is unique, and together we will grow every day.